In this video, I'll be sharing with you a requested tutorial on how to cut this stylish free pants. So if this is something you like, kindly hit on the subscribe button. So to start, here is my pattern paper and I will go ahead to mark out all the necessary measurements I need. Now, I'm going to mark the full length of my trouser, and when marking it, I'm going to take out 2 inches from the actual length. That 2 inches, I'll be using it for the band of this trouser. Next is the measurement you need to fold your trouser. Divide your hip by 4 inches, then add your ease. For this pant, I'm using 1.5 inches for ease. Now, the next step is to mark your front crotch extension. To get that is your hip circumference divided by 16, and you're going to mark. Now, another way to get that is your hip circumference divided by 4. Whatever you get again, divide it by 4 and mark. So with that way, I'm working with a hip of 32 inches divided by 4. I have 8 inches plus extra 1.5 inches for ease. So you can decide to use more than 1.5 inches. You can use 2 inches also, or 2.5. Now for the crotch extension, front crotch extension, I'm using 2 inches, making it a total of 11.5. So this is how to get what you're going to cut your trouser with. Next, now to mark your crotch line, you're going to place your tape at -2 and mark, because that 2 inches is serving as the band. To get your crotch line is your hip circumference divided by 4. Another method is to sit on a flat surface and measure what you have from the waist to that flat surface. So to cut out my hip area, I'm going to place my tape at -2 inches and I'll mark my hip line, which is 8 inches for your trouser, just like we have here, and 10 inches for the crotch line. Remember how we got the crotch line, which is your hip circumference divided by 4, or sit on a flat surface, measure from your waist to that flat surface. So now you're going to go ahead to mark your hip circumference divided by 4. Now after marking this, add about 1.5 or the ease allowance and sewing allowance you need. For this pattern, I added 1.5 inches for the ease. So from here now, I'll go ahead to mark 1 inch upwards or 1.5, then connect it to this front part of the trouser that has the front crotch extension. Now whatever measurement I have from that point to the side, I'm going to go ahead to take it all the way down, because this is a free trouser. Now for the waistline, you notice that it's a bit big. We're going to make an elastic band for that side. So if you don't know how to do that, actually you can check on my other channel at Marky's Closet. You're going to see where I did that for how to create an elastic band for your trouser. Now place your tape at -2 and you're going to place and mark your waist to knee line. So after that, go ahead to draw out a straight line. You'll be using that to serve as a guide to cut out that part you'll be replacing at the center of your trouser. Now I'll just go ahead to trace this out. So after cutting this out, we are going to go ahead to cut out another pattern, which is the back pattern of this dress. So I placed my trouser on another pattern paper, and while placing it, I made sure that I have few inches in front. Now I'll go ahead to add another pattern paper at the top of my pattern. Now I'll mark 2 inches in front of this pattern, which will serve as the front crotch extension. So here I'll just go ahead and add extra 2 inches here, and I'll be taking this all the way down. Now at this point, I have this crotch extension. I extended it out by 2 inches. I'll place my ruler and connect. Now I'm going to go up by 2.5 inches from the upper part of this pattern, because of the dress, because of the trouser. At the back of the trouser, there's a butt, like your butt is at the back, so you need like a sitting allowance so that it will not be dragging you down, or it won't go down when you're putting on a trouser. So next, I'll place my ruler and I'll connect from that 2.5 slanting it down to the actual waistline of the front trouser so that it will meet up. So if you're wondering if why we are not using the actual waistline, we are going to use an elastic band for this trouser. Like when you're making it, you use like an elastic band. So at the front, I'll be adding, sorry, at the back pattern, I'll add extra 1 inch to my pattern and I'll slant it down. So you start adding the 1 inch starting from your knee. So I just like using 1 inch because I don't like my sewing allowance from the back to be popping out at the front side. So after this, I'll extend this 1 inch all the way to the lower part of my pattern and I'll go ahead to cut this out. And after cutting this out, we'll go ahead to create that effect we have on our trouser at the lower part. Now bringing over our front pattern, I'm going to go ahead to cut out that effect that we have, that is that crisscross effect. So from the knee, I'm coming down by 1.5 inches. I'll place my ruler and draw out a straight line. Here I'll mark 2.5 inches. You can use 3 inches for that crisscross or X at the center. Now for the upper part where we also have the band, I'll be using 1.5. So for the black band on the trouser, you can decide to use 1 inch or you can use 1.5 inches. Now I'll cut out this part. Note, you're going to cut this part and whatever you're going to join back on the trouser should have like a joining allowance to it. So now I'll place this and I'll be cutting out 2 pieces. So for each of the black band, I'll be cutting out 2 pieces for it. Now you want to go ahead and add ½ inch at the upper part and at the lower part. Let's say what we have here is 1.5. When you're cutting out, you cut out 2.5 inches, which is 2.5, because you use ½ inch to add the upper part and the lower part of the trouser. So now after this, I will still go ahead to cut this out. So I'll also slash it open. Now after slashing this open, for that crisscross part, what I'll do is I'll go ahead to like cut out pieces of fabric. So just like I said, for each of the band that is 1.5, when you're cutting it out, instead of cutting 1.5, you're going to cut 2.5 inches because you use ½ inch on both sides to join it back. So I'll just cut out these strips that will serve as the X design. So for this X design, you want to cut out your black fabric, go ahead to turn it up like you're just making a loop. Now remember at this X, we cut out 2.5 inches. So when you're cutting out, you add extra inches on both sides. So what you'll be cutting out for the X is 3.5. Now you go ahead to pin your X on the black fabric that you cut out at the top this way. So we have more than this, but I'm just using this as an example. You're going to cut it and place it. Now you're going to make sure the black band starts at the top of your fabric this way, like pin it at the top. Now you'll be placing another fabric that is black fabric or band on it. Now what you do is you're going to go ahead to stitch on top with ½ inch. Now I'll use the sellotape to hold it to make it look like I stitched the upper part with ½ inch. After stitching, you're going to go ahead to notch it and now you're going to flip it to the other side. Like let's just say you're flipping this to the other side and you're going to, let me just go ahead and use a tape to hold this down so that it will look like the X. So when you turn it, you'll notice that the ½ inch will now be in between the 2 bands. Now you repeat the same process here, place this and you're going to stitch with ½ inch and turn the lower part with ½ inch, just like we did for the band at the upper part. That is, you place that X in between the 2 bands and you're going to sew with ½ inch. So after this, you're going to join back your pattern to the actual trouser fabric. Now on the actual trouser fabric, you also want to add ½ inch for joining allowance, which you're going to use to join it back to the trouser. And I'll go ahead to use a sellotape to hold this down so that it will look like I actually added or joined this together. Then also add 1/2 inch here at the upper part of the fabric, and you're going to join it with 1/2 inch. So after that, you'll be having this effect on your trouser, and you can now place the back pattern of your trouser, and you're going to join it with 1/2 inch at the side and also at the center of your pattern. So I'll just go ahead and place this. Let's just say you're joining this to your trouser. You're going to place it this way, and you're going to join with 1/2 inch. Now you notice on this side there's nothing here. You can weave it out, then join the other side with 1/2 inch. So for your band, you're going to cut out the round measurements of what you have after sewing, and you're going to add an elastic to it. So if you don't know how to do this, you can check my other channel. I have a cargo Ankara pant tutorial.